You are listening to Charting Wealth's comprehensive review and forecast for the week beginning Monday, the 27th of March, 2017. The week ended on Friday with the S&P 500 up, the NASDAQ 100 or the Qs down. We see bonds up and gold down. Let's jump into our weekly charts. What do we see going on? We have a confirmed down week on the S&P 500, getting very close. Looked like we might have had a vertical crossover for the week. Did not happen, though. There will be no alert going out on the S&P 500. Got close, but didn't occur. Derivative oscillator still has some room to move down. And until and unless we see that vertical crossover occur, we will not call it. One down week does not make for a down market, my friends. We do have the two-day chart, of course, still going down, but we are waiting for confirmation on this weekly vertical. You all who listen know how incredible it has been since the 27th of November when we had that weekly vertical crossover and all the up movement that we had. We want to wait and make sure that we have it going down. When we do, we, of course, will jump into something like SH, which is the ProShares short of the S&P 500. It's an ETF that goes in the opposite direction when the S&P is going down. Just a little bit of sophistication there for us to ride it up. You didn't want to be riding this one down, but when the market turns over, you'll want to be riding SH up. So we'll continue to watch that. For the record, the S&P 500 was down for the day on Friday, 0.07%. The Qs, the NASDAQ 100 tech stocks, they were up for the day, 0.21%. We have what's called a spinning top for the week. What does that mean? It means that we've got a lot of indecision. We do see the PPO, the price percent oscillator, moving toward the red signal line. We see the derivative oscillator losing energy since it topped out back on the week ending the 3rd of March. So again, we are waiting to see what happens in this market. We have the difference between the weekly chart going up, the two-day chart going down. So we do not have a play at this point in time. But come on, folks. We already did 15.09% since the beginning of the year in just February and January. Wait till you see our figures for March when they come in by the end of the week. Well, the week ends actually on the 31st, so we'll have that for you on the next Monday, beginning the 3rd of April. So again, nothing here. We're waiting to see if indeed we have a crossover going down, or of course, if the two-day chart turns back up again. Has not given us a portent of that, but we shall wait and see. Let's keep moving through these charts. Next, we go to the weekly chart on TLT. What do we see going on with TLT? Well, it crossed over going up back on the 3rd. We know that we jumped in and did a nice little trade there in February, and we made some decent money. Then, of course, things rolled back over and the market just went in and crossed over, going back up on the two-day chart. That actually happened on the two-day chart ending on Wednesday, the 22nd. We have had now 1, 2, 3, 4. We've had 4 nice two-day candles, 8 days of up movement. But what have we been waiting for? We've been waiting to see if this two-day chart rolls back, which it has done, but it hasn't yet crossed over going up. It hasn't shown us enough energy. We may see that at the beginning of the week. That would be your jumping in point. Again, you don't jump in at 9:30 in the morning, but if by 10:30 you have a crossover on that two-day chart, then of course you want to look at jumping in. So pay attention to how that morning looks. You'd look at your noon candle actually for that. Now I know that some of you were trying to find a jumping in point around 10:30, and we really had that happen about 11:30. And of course, if you had the time to mess around, yes, you could have jumped in at somewhere around the opening of 120.58. By the end of the day, you had hit a high of 121.10. That's great. 60 cents is wonderful. But again, that's not typically the way we do it. That's some day trading kind of stuff. And again, if you check the chart at 10:30 and it had crossed over going up, sure, if you like that green candle, But again, what we want to wait on is for our rollback to stop on the 2-hour chart since our 2 days already up. And then, of course, you can jump in at that point and follow the rules. So that's where we are as we continue to watch TLT and see what it's going to do for us. Again, we do have everything moving in the right direction. We have the weekly, we have the 2-day, and we have the rollback occurring on the 2-hour chart, and we shall wait and see. For the record, TLT was up 0.36% on Friday. Gold up 0.16%. Again, we have 4 days of up movement on gold. Gold just ended crossing over going up. So we now have a confirmed crossover going up on gold on the 2-day chart. That just happened at the end of the day on Friday. Now, what do we want to see happen on the 2-hour chart? It is actually moving down on gold, so we want to wait for a crossover. You can sure check it on Monday morning at 10:30, see how things are looking, but again, won't have a confirmed crossover candle until noon. So keep an eye on that. See on your 2-hour chart if you have a crossover going up. Might be good for you to look at jumping in again on gold. Remember how well we've done with gold when it started moving up at the beginning. Let's see, we're going to go back to our weekly chart when that last weekly vertical crossover was. That was on the week ending the 27th of January, and man, we did well on gold. It was part of the reason we had that 15.04% increase since the beginning of the year in the months of January and February. That's where we are, my friends, as we end the week. Keep an eye on those weekly charts. Please make sure to be marking your weekly market worksheets, filling those out so that you're able to start the week fresh, knowing what that weekly chart looks like, and particularly be paying attention to both gold and TLT. We do not have trades right now in the Qs or in the S&P 500, the SPY. Why? Because we've got the weekly going up and the 2-day going down on our stock indexes. Now, briefly, let's cover what you might see affecting the market over the next week as far as news items go, where you're going to see consumer confidence is going to be released on Tuesday, the 28th. There's really no news for Monday, but on Tuesday, the 28th, consumer confidence index is going to be put out. The following day on Wednesday, weekly petroleum status, and then Thursday, you're going to see third quarter estimated GDP. Also on Thursday, you're going to see unemployment insurance weekly claims reports. And you're going to see on Friday personal income and layouts in the U.S. along with Chicago PMI. Now, what do those things mean? No Fed speak, no big market moving stuff so far. Things are always subject to change. If any of these reports are super bad or super good, then yeah, they could weigh on the market some. But what we got to really be paying attention to, my friends, is what is going on with the weekly charts, particularly in stocks. With the NASDAQ 100, is it going to make a crossover by the end of next week going down? Or, and when I say end of next week, I mean by the end of the month, March the 31st. Same with the S&P 500. If we have that occur, then we will have confirmed vertical crossovers going down, and we will be looking into those reverse plays. I told you SH is the fund that we look to get into. That's the short fund for the S&P 500. Or you can just get out of the market and not be in. Take your profit that you have earned in your virtual trading account and put that aside and just wait for the market to turn back around. But I would encourage you to practice getting into SH. And of course, you can get into something like PSQ, which is the inverse, just the regular short. It's not a double or a triple or anything crazy. It's just the regular short by ProShares on QQQ, the NASDAQ 100. Folks, that's where we are as we end the week. If you're not already on our alert for market vertical crossovers, you can do that by simply texting to the number 33222 the word Charting Wealth. That's our name, of course, Charting Wealth. We've got several hundred people signed up for that alert notification. If and when, it won't be if, but when the next vertical market crossover occurs. We will let you know that, particularly on the weekly chart. That's what we really look at. That's where the real magic is, my friends. You've seen how well it has worked for us in the past. We want to see that continue to work, and we want you to know about it. So again, text to the number 33222 the words Charting Wealth. We're always happy to hear from you. Write us at Charting Wealth. You can go to the website chartingwealth.com or just email us cw@chartingwealth.com. We sure appreciate all of you who go to our YouTube channel, Charting Wealth, and subscribe. That helps us out a lot in the metrics. You guys have made us as number high in the world as number 9 when it comes to stock trading podcast and number 6 in stock market podcasts on iTunes, and we sure appreciate that. We also appreciate the thousands that subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please like us on Facebook, Instagram, you name it. We try to be there for you, and Twitter. God bless. Take care. Let us hear from you. cw@chartingwealth.com. We'll continue to put online all the good trainings that we can, help you out in every way possible. We don't charge you for any of the stuff we do. We appreciate you, and we know you appreciate us. God bless. Take care from chartingwealth.com.